right, so welcome back. Today we have Masey DeMoss with the City of Greensboro to go over all kinds of recycling. We have a whole bunch of questions, and we invite you to text in your questions 336-379-5775. This first question is, what do we do with small rugs? Are they recyclable in any way?
Okay, so small rugs, unless you could donate them somehow, those are not going to be recyclable. You would just throw that away.
Or do bulky item pickup, I guess, when it comes around to your neighborhood?
Yeah, so if it doesn't fit in your cart, if it doesn't fit in your trash cart, you can put it out for bulky item pickup if it's small.
Okay. Why can't milk jugs be recycled?
Yeah, well, milk jugs actually can. We accept plastic bottles, tubs, and jugs. Milk cartons, on the other hand, something like this, cannot be recycled, bigger version of this carton, because it has a plastic liner in it.
Gotcha. Okay, so the plastic jug that you can see through, that is recyclable, but the carton that you can't see through, not recyclable. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
So what about batteries? What do you do with them?
Oh, batteries. You should take those. There are several drop-off locations, but you can take them to Household Hazardous Waste on Patterson Street, and they will take those for you.
Okay. So this question is about pharmacy medicine bottles, if they're recyclable, and I know some of them twist, some of them pop. So what is the consensus on that?
Okay, so we haven't talked about this yet, but things can be too small to be recycled. They kind of fall through the cracks in the recycling center, and if they do that, they get lost and they eventually end up in the trash. So if it is smaller than a single-use yogurt container, think about Yoplait yogurt, Chobani yogurt. If it's smaller than that, it's too small to be recycled, and you should throw it away.
Okay.
Pill bottles can be smaller or bigger than that, so it kind of just depends on the size.
So if you've got like the large size that you bought at the Costco of whatever it is, that has the twist off top, that could possibly be recycled. But if you've got like just the small little like prescription bottle, that is not recyclable. Like what a film used to be able to fit into, like a little canister of film, that wouldn't be able to go in there.
Yeah, so the tiny ones you're probably going to have to throw away. If it's a bigger one, then you could recycle it as long as it's bigger than like a yogurt container.
Okay. This person's asking, is the city still fining citizens for placing wrong items in their recycling?
So we actually never, as far as I know, we have never fined for incorrect recycling, but we do leave contamination notices if we notice something extremely wrong in your recycling, like you're putting a vacuum cleaner in your recycling bin or something that's hazardous in there, or just wrong recycling. We'll leave a notice on it, but we do not currently fine for incorrect recycling. You could get your cart removed if you have too many infractions, but yeah, we don't fine.
Okay, but you could get your cart removed if you had too many infractions, like, sorry, that's just not available for you anymore.
Yes.
Okay. This person's asking, are there drop-off locations for styrofoam in Greensboro?
Yeah, so there are several styrofoam drop-off locations through the Triad Foam Coalition, not technically through the City of Greensboro, but we like to support them and put it out there whenever we can. So First Presbyterian downtown, Gate City Boulevard has a drop-off. There are several drop-offs throughout the city where you can take styrofoam, and you can check that out on the GSO Collects app. We have them all listed there and on our website.
Okay. This person's asking, do you need to take the label off the water bottles?
So you do not need to take the label off water bottles, cans, like food cans, green beans, and stuff like that. You don't have to take any labels off. If you're dropping off glass, you don't have to take the labels off. It's kind of planned contamination. They know that this is going to be there and plan for it. So It's not a big deal.
This is a good context question. This person says, I'm confused about the tops of the tubs, like foods like hummus that you mentioned that pop off. Is only the bottom part recyclable of the hummus container if it pops off, but not the top, or is the whole thing trash?
Yes, so I'll clarify. If the top pops off, let's pretend like this is a hummus tub, and the top pops off, if I can get it off. The bottom is recyclable, just you would throw the top away.
Okay.
So the tops wouldn't
So the bottom container is what is recyclable, not the bottom and the top.
Right, exactly. So take the lid off, throw it away, and recycle the bottom.
Okay, that is good to know. Okay, this person says, how should I dispose of the ice chest shipping containers? Like you get for food delivery and stuff like that, like HelloFresh and whatever else?
Okay.
So I think sometimes they're styrofoam or sometimes they're like really heavy paper, but then they have like all the stuff to keep it cool in there.
Yeah, so the big styrofoam containers, those are not recyclable at home. Those are a great thing to drop off at the styrofoam drop-offs. I didn't mention this before, but it is a great nonprofit that benefits people experiencing homelessness. The styrofoam gets recycled, so that's a great thing to do. As far as the HelloFresh boxes go, the actual cardboard box itself, or any kind of meal delivery kit, the cardboard box itself is recyclable, but those gel ice pack things inside, even though they might say I'm recyclable on them, they're not. Not at home, at least in your home recycling. So throw those away if there's no other option for you to recycle them by taking them to the grocery store.
And so let's talk about that. So there are a lot of things that say I'm recyclable, right? But at this particular time, Greensboro can't recycle it, or Winston can't recycle it, or certain cities can't recycle it. Can we talk about why that is?
Yes. So recycling is based on if there's a market for the product and if somebody can really make something new out of it. If nobody is able to purchase a product and make something new out of it, it is not recyclable. And a lot of times, products will say, I'm recyclable, recycle me, or have the recycling symbol on them, when they are not recyclable in most places. Like plastic cups, I see that a lot. We have this demonstration cup that says, I'm recyclable, please recycle me on it. And I'm like, this isn't recyclable in most places.
Because the machines just simply can't handle whatever that is, and that there's not a market for it, so we're not going to recycle it if there's not a market for it.
Exactly, yeah. So if there's no market for the recycling, or if it can't be sorted correctly, then we are not able to recycle it.
Okay. All right, so we're going to take a quick break from this. We've got a bunch more questions, and we're going to, make sure that we get them all done. We'll be right back.